Radiance on Slardar and Moonshard on Control. Guys, Slardar hits for 340 a chunk. Why would I not put Moonshard on my Guys, these units, these golden stars above their head means this is a big dude. He's huge. He's smacking. Look at this boy's DPS, my friends. Okay, these golden stars, it's like stickers you get in kindergarten, okay? It's a good thing. And now he's beating the shit out of people, and he needs to beat the shit out of people harder. So he needs something that allows him to chonk dudes. If Slardar and Troll were the same level, I would put Moonshard on Troll. Also, attack speed on Troll is overrated. I know that it helps his fervor, but you would rather have damage on Troll than attack speed on Troll. Attack speed on Troll is like, it's like when you first start playing Dota, you're like, wow, attack speed on Troll is this neat thing. And it is kind of neat. It's like there is some non-zero amount of synergy on there, but I'd still rather have damage on him. Like, you want to combine attack speed with damage, not attack speed with attack speed. My boy Yusu hooked me up. Double Tusk. Man, is this a lock? Like, Tusk is good to open with. The most important thing about locking that people ask about when you're a new player and you're thinking about locking round 1. The most important thing to think about is the third hero. It's not about Tusk. It's about what do I pick instead? Well, that would be a third Bloodseeker, which is bad. It's like actually basically a waste. I honestly don't like this lock. I think I wouldn't lock this. It's just not worth it. You can drop to Big Boss 1 from getting third? Yeah. Of course. I mean, you can drop any rank getting any rank in any game. That's kind of how elo systems are supposed to work. Right? Like, if you're a high rank and you're queuing into low ranks, you can drop a Mamar by, you know, getting less than expected, right? This is weird. I kind of hate Tinker. I mean, does a pair of Tinkers actually have to be better than AM Bounty Hunter? Tinker is impossible to lead to anything. Second Brawny, Silver Lining over Smuggler for sure? No way. Silver Lining can't be right over Smuggler. There's no way. Embarrassment here. Feels good. Second Brawny also seems pretty impossible. I mean, I guess it theoretically depends on timings and stuff. I don't think I like Scrappy Start. I'm really not a fan of this. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's streakable. I think I'll probably just go into a lose streak, honestly. Silver Lining post-fix is worse than Smuggler. That's a good way to look at it, yes. When the item distributions changed like a week and a half ago. Oh, you mean post the bug fix? Yeah, yeah. Sure, that's true as well. I mean, prefix, maybe it's different. I don't know. The EV on Smuggler is absolutely insane, guys. Literally dumb. Like, I haven't done like the full math, but you don't really need to. Age of Chivalry. I don't like Knights. These are other good items. Blightstone or VIP Booster. We already have the Chainmail, so I kind of like an offensive item here. Well, we're on 3 pair. I don't like selling full bench up. I think it's basically just a mistake. Wait, this is 4 pair. The legendary 4 pair. That's a lot of pair. I think it almost has to be an inevitable mistake to sell up to interest on 4 when you're trying to empty for it. There's just no reason for it. I think setting up warriors is not bad. I just don't have any respect for warlock or ogre, I think. We got good items. I can start winning if I pair up. And we're adjacent to like Scrappy too. Like we could find a pack that completes like 3 sets at once here. It was almost really funny because there were like 3 glowing things, but when you look closely, it's only actually 2 sets. God, I never get lucky. Something like that. So that's 4 bounties. I think there's no build that ever would build a bounty 3. That's just not a unit in any comp. Like even in Assassins, if I had a bounty 3, I'd sell it. Didn't complete 3 sets, never lucky. Yeah, pretty much.
What do you need me to do?
It's no good. Didn't equip the stone. Are we forcing warriors today? Warriors are like half my range. My range is basically like warriors, hunters, or like I'm like loosely extended to assassins. I don't know. I mean, this could be an assassin game if I get like 3 bloodseekers. Is this good? It's a level 2. Level 2s have to be good, right? But it's a shadow shaman. Do level 2s have to be good? Is that just like the rules? So we're going for a win streak here. We only lost 1 round so far, and we have a powerful board. So we can easily go in for a win streak. This is a good example of kind of not getting discouraged in the early game. I do think Juggernaut honestly seems more feasible than Tinker's here. I don't know. Tinker upgrading to 2-star is actually... it's worth it for a bit. I could sell Bounty and Enchantress for Juggernaut, though. Sell for Razor instead? Why did I just do that? I don't know. Razor's okay. Wait, Tiny over Jug? Isn't Tiny a better hero than Jug? Why'd I go Jug when I have a Tiny? So I kind of have no idea what I'm doing. Like, this is win streakable. I think the most important thing is to just like secure an interest point here. I don't think I can do anything fancy. I don't really respect Scrappy even if I get there. And my board is good enough that Scrappy would have to replace something good, right? Think about it like that. Always think about what you're replacing. Like, let's say we completed the Tinker. Okay, then what? We have to like lose Warrior or lose a 2-star. It would be better than Shadow Shaman, and when we go to the next level, when we go to level 6, then we can even complete Scrappy. We can easily get like a level 1 Clockwork or a level 1 Shredder, and that's not terrible, but we are replacing something that's a 2-star. If my board was shit, keeping Tinker would make a lot more sense. But my board actually has units on it, so the upgrade of from those units to a different 2-star unit that is also not really synergistic doesn't really speak to me here. So we want to be hitting that interest point because of this. Swap out Slardar for Razor for Elemental. Warrior's worth more, I think. And this is the pack that's like... I'm not actually going Assassins, I think. And if I am, I can curve into it later. There's just not enough of a reason to go Assassins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Okay, we queued into the open forter again, which is nice. It's just like, I think my board beats most things, but instead of queuing into like the top guy, this is lucky. It looks like it doesn't use pseudo RNG, which is something I'm disappointed about. I think that would just make the game better, personally. I mean, if I complete one of these assassins, it's worth it, right? Let's keep all of our options as open as possible. Why not? Wow, so this is what a swim stream is like before 11 p.m. He's so coherent. Yeah. It's weird, huh? So we are streaking. I'm going to take the aggressive level to 6 on 9 to maintain a streak that we have. This is just worth doing. We can put in... I think the best thing to put in is just like a casual Shadow Fiend. If I'm in Hunters, I can rebuy this later, so that's like no problem at all. If I'm in Assassins, I can rebuy this later, so that's no problem at all. We will just do something like that. We want to hit the interest points. We can even like pair up on the PA and buy like the Juggernaut out, I guess. I don't know. The most important thing is we just have like a decent board for what we can fight with right now. And I feel like Shadow Fiend is just an okay hero to complete with. Demons are nice when you can't really work on another synergy. Like we could have put a Sand King in completing beasts, but I give no respect to beasts. We could have put in the Razor. We sold that for interest a while ago. If we had the Razor here, it might have been better than Shadow Fiend, but we didn't. We were forced to sell that for interest, so this is fine. This is just how you want to play. Oh, Hoy's in this game. I literally didn't even notice. Holy shit. Why doesn't Hoy stream anymore? I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's a smart choice, though. Streaming is just minus EV every time. So I'm not sure what I'm in here. I think I can't commit to Assassins this early. Right now, we're still just playing, like, mid-range comp, so I will sell up to this interest point. It's just, like, easy to hit here by just selling, like, an Axe, which we know we're not going to use. If this round 10 gives me a good direction, we're good. You can see here, if you look at our alliances, they're a complete mess. Like, we're completing almost no alliances. We've got, like, warriors. And that's literally it. It's actually, it's impressive to have 6 heroes on the board and be completing 1 alliance. You kind of have to go out of your way to do that normally. Like, look at these alliances. I guess Demon is, like, complete if we're being smartasses. So I have no idea what we're going this game still. And this is kind of like... A lot of people do this in the early game. I think a lot of people like who think that this is a drafter game will fall into this trap. I'm not sure whether Boots or Arcane Boots or Brooch is better. I guess Arcane Boots is better. The one thing is, I guess in an assassin comp, I'd rather have Brooch. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I'm probably supposed to sell more than that. Would make more sense. This isn't a drafter game? No, not really. I don't know. A lot of people, like, a lot of new players, especially, like, people that are experienced with card games also fall into this trap where, like, they'll build like this in the early game. They'll just, like, get what they can get to 2 stars and then try to round it out. And it's not really... You need to be working towards an endgame strategy. And right now, we're not close to anything. I guess Warriors is technically the thing we're, like, most on path to. But I don't even know if I like running Tuscan Warriors anymore. I mean, we're win streaking. I'm not a fan of this. I'd rather lose streak with a cohesive game plan and bench than I would win streak like this. This is kind of overrated. I guess I'm hoping my 15 pack gives me a little bit of direction. But having a bench is a really important thing. Not close to everything because you sold out of everything. I mean, we don't really have any options. Like, I don't think we can miss interest points just to keep, like, 3 random-ass, like, ideas alive. Venom is pretty trash. I rate this hero artifact tier. I don't think there's literally anything you can do with this hero. I mean, I think it's not terrible in the mid game. I think there's no comp that runs this, though. And I rate heroes based on how they fit into comps. I mean, you can jam it onto a board. Like, I can shove this into a board. Like, if I level up and put in Veno, it completes 2 things. I can play for my streak. I'm not even sure if this is streakable. I don't know. I mean, I talked about the
Underlords swim has been quite enjoyable so far.
I talked about the aggressive level here, so I guess I'll show you guys what this looks like when you do this. So this is like the streak preserving round 13 level. You've got Veno, which pairs beasts with warlocks, which has the ability to keep my streak alive a little bit. And burning through interest can sometimes be worth it. If you're on a big streak, on round 13 exactly, you can sometimes pay 15 gold to try to increase your odds of maintaining the streak. I think as a rule of thumb, this is dumb and you shouldn't do it. But in very niche situations, it can kind of be worth it. I kind of like Underlord Swim too. Welcome back to the 1/8 Gay Club, Ectoplasma 111. I don't know. At this point, I'm literally just gonna do whatever my round 15 item build tells me to do. I think I'm just good. So we'll hit this ingest point. I'll buy both Sand Kings in case I get Pocket Sand. I'll buy both Snipers in case I get Hunter perk. I don't know. I hate this game, by the way. It looks like we're doing well, doesn't it? It looks like, wow, look at this guy. He's got a huge win streak. He's good health, good economy. Probably to all of you guys, it looks like we're winning. I think this is going very poorly so far. Like, I'd rather be lose streaking here. At least then I know what I'm doing. This is fine. I don't know. A lot of people that want to play this game in more of like a draft-based way will end up with boards like this a lot. Like a lot of people, and I know this because I was this way when I first started playing. Like I was playing like this. Like you play what you 2-star and then you use like random ass heroes to fill in. Like I'm filling in Veno to like pair with what I have. This is probably a pretty bad way to play most of the time. So I need to hit this last interest point. And I think selling the sniper is a pretty easy way to accomplish that. And round 15 is just... If this doesn't give me a direction, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I prefer Voidstone over Smuggler? You're insane. I wonder if that could kind of be true for mage pickers. If you're in mages, if you're deep in mages already, one of the mat items like Arcane Boots or Voidstone could possibly be better than Smuggler. Just because most of what you get from Smuggler is like DPS items. But you have to be like stuck in mages for that. I don't know. It's round 15. And I have to click on this card. I think I've confirmed this is like the... You see this card, you click on this card. I think that's right. Like I just chose it over Mechanism. I feel pretty stuck in Warriors at this point, I guess. If I had to say. I think I'd rather have Tiny main tank. So Hoya is an Assassins. Hoya is a fellow Assassins main, like us, by the way. For those of you guys who don't know Hoy, he's I think he is mostly known for Hearthstone. I don't know like what else he's done. He's a very smart guy. He's a good deck builder. He's someone I actually really respect. In terms of like just like he's very analytical and smart boy. I mean, Alchemist can't really fit anywhere, right? So this is the kind of game where it is important to let what your opponents are going help you kind of dictate what you want to go. So we can check this out. That guy's on Hunters, this guy's in Warriors, this guy's in Assassins like Hoi, this guy's on Assassins like Hoi, this guy's on Hunters, this guy's on Assassins like Hoi, and this guy's in Knights. So that's 3 Hunters, or sorry, that's 3 Warriors and 1 Hunter. So if you're not really sure what to do, I do think people will overemphasize trying to split different builds as opponents are going, but if it's kind of a good tiebreaker. Like if you're not really sure what to do, or the game is kind of pulling you in different directions, it's definitely possible to just try to avoid doing the same things as other people. We got a 4th Tiny, and we're on 5 Tusks. That being said, Tiny and Tusk are, I think, incompatible. You can run only one or the other in Warriors, as far as I know. I don't know what to do though if I'm not picking Warriors here. It feels really hard taking this into anything other than Warriors, honestly. Mage? I mean, Mage would be pretty good. There's not really a Mage here, right? And Mage is something that you can kind of hard curve into. I don't know. If we're playing properly, this could be like a good Mage game. I don't have Mage in my range right now, though. I don't really want to have Mage in my range right now. I don't know, guys. This is a tight range day. We can't be just, like, snapping off whatever the game's telling us. And also, mages don't work that well with Smuggler. Smuggler is better for, like, physical builds. SF? I don't know. SF isn't really part of this build, right? What do I want it? Sounds bad. I mean, that'll work for me for a few rounds, but I'm pretty happy to lose streak here. I think I want to try selling out of Tusk, maybe. Not too sure. Warriors does work really well with some damage items. I think it is actually important to note, like, unironically, Smuggler is quite a bit better with DPS builds. Like, you should look at this item like this. Because, like, stuff like mages can't really use Smuggler. I mean, it's not that it's not good in mages, but Smuggler is all about just giving you more Datalists, more Moon Shards. Stuff like that, you know? Like, more... I guess mages can do well with, like, a Vanguard. What is the best warrior builds? In my mind, there's 2, which is, like... I think they both use Troll, Witch Doctor, Necrophos, Pudge. But the variants are... There's the Tusk Lycan variants, and then there's the Slardar Tiny variant. And I've been feeling more and more like I don't actually respect these beasts, personally. The savages. I think I'm just gonna get out of them here, honestly. Moonshard enables Coddle. Moonshard is pretty good on Coddle. You're right. You are right. But at the same time, like my point still stands. Like items like Radiance, items like Daedalus, items like Scotty, I think fundamentally just do... Maybe Scotty's a bad example. But Smuggler is less good for mages than normal comps. Maybe not by enough that it should like actually dictate the way you play like that. Man, this feels bad. I guess Pipe is just what I have to pick. I don't know how to evaluate Pipe, honestly. I'm honestly not sure. There's no mage player in this lobby right now. Pipe feels pretty good here. It's not bad. Got like a level 2 troll coming online. So basically the objective is to upgrade Witch Doctor. We do need 6 warriors. That's kind of the one thing we're missing right now. And it's possible skipping stuff like Lycan. We should just have like stand-ins for 6 warriors. Because this build doesn't really have enough defensive capabilities until it has 6 warriors. Scotty trash? No, Scotty's good. It's better than like Mechanism. Make a video about warriors? I will make a video about warriors. I'll record one tomorrow morning and it will be out maybe tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, or possibly as late as the day after. So here I think we flip our board. I think it's worth it to get these buffs online. So I think we go like these 2 in to complete Beast and 6 Warriors. Now we sell out of Bounty Hunter and we sell out of Venomancer and we sell out of Shadow Shaman. And then we complete Warlocks and Trolls with this guy instead. So this is again a temporary build. I don't want to be in Tusk or Lycan right now, but it was a mistake to sell the level 2 Tusk. I should have kept it and I should have bought a Lycan and I should have like had this. I should have basically done exactly what I did like 3 rounds ago. With a level 2 Tusk instead of a level 1 Tusk. And we still need to stabilize this board, so we're just not at the point where we can think about going to 9 yet. Going to 9 yet is just, I think, kind of dumb. Like, there's just no reason to go to 9 that early. My board gets better when I roll. I get more 3 stars when I roll. We're on a lot of outs. We're looking to, like, complete Kunkka. There's the complete Kunkka. Here's the Doom. Doom's another out. We're looking for like 1 2-star warrior to be able to fit in. So now it's Beasts back out for these 2. And I can keep rolling down more because I'm selling them up for the interest. So here's another Slardar. So let's sell these up for the interest point. And this is the build I'm trying right now. The last thing we're missing is Necro for Shadow Fiends. Missing Necro feels kind of bad. Should go for level 2 Shadow Fiends? Why? Not part of this comp. I mean, it might help me win like 2 fights, but it'll cost me guaranteed gold when I resell it. What, I have 2 demons? Yeah, I shouldn't have Shadow Fiend on the board right now. I just want the Necro. I think Necro is a big upgrade here. Necro with Pipe looks good. And if we buy the Shadow Fiend, it's just costing us long run. So now this is kind of the point where maybe I'm feeling like I don't have to be rolling, possibly. Like, we're on fewer outs. Our board actually makes an amount of sense right now. Something kind of like this is okay. So here's Noodle's Assassins. There's 3 Assassins in this game, so I should respect this with my positioning. Right now my positioning is just bad against Assassins. It's just a misplay. It's a little awkward without the Witch Doctor coming online. Swap Pudge and Tiny with items and placements? Yeah, I think so, actually. Everyone's playing Assassin's build? Yeah. It's pretty good builds. At high levels, there's like 3 people in this lobby playing it. And then on 26, I guess. Something like this makes a little bit more sense. So we want the Pudge to be our kind of main tank. We want our units to be behind. We want Assassin Catchers back here. Kanka wants to Assassin Catch instead of, like, Doom. So I think Doom should actually be a step up, basically. Looks good. And we can take the level to 9 here. Level to 9 isn't really going to help us that much. It'll increase the odds of finding more Dooms and Trolls, which is nice. There's some world where we go double Kanka here. I think Retaliate's better than Radiance. I don't know, guys. Am I crazy? Okay, that might be really dumb. I don't know. Isn't Retaliate like the strongest thing in the game? I don't know if fights are lasting. Like, there's this Knight player here, which Retaliate just does like 3 times more damage against Knights than Radiance, because it just goes through their shield. Whereas Radiance doesn't go through Assassin Shield. I don't know, guys. Like, this Radiance card is neat, but is it actually neater than this Retaliate card, though? I think Retaliate card is neater. Oh, well. Retaliate generates mana. Radiance does not. Easy Retaliate? Yeah. Retaliate also generates mana for the user. Unfortunately, that's not really super useful based on how you typically want to use it, but it's true. Something like this looks a little bit better. I do want this Witch Doctor to be an Assassin Catcher. Doom wants to step up, actually, just because he doesn't want to catch Assassins. So something like this. There's a lot of Assassins in this game, so I just want to respect that with a Slardar here. Something like this looks fine. So Assassins should be going on, like, Slardar, Witch Doctor, maybe this Kanka. Okay, Witch Doctor just wants to cast a spell before he dies. So, a little unfortunate. He did die a little too fast to cast the spell. I could probably put... Maybe I could have Arcane Boots on Necrophos instead. That would have helped me get Cask off in this fight. Would have made a big difference. Arcane Boots on Necrophos. But then who has Pipe? Pipe and Arcane Boots are hard to fit onto the same board, huh?
I bring ruin and flame. Oh, the blood that shall be spilt.
Doom with Radiance is looking pretty good. Kanka's actually tankier though with 10 armor. Probably live longer. But my win condition, if I'm behind, Doom living longer is part of my win condition. If I'm ahead, Doom not living longer is part of my lose condition. I wish Troll had an item better than Blightstone, but I do have Smuggler. So the odds of... I'm basically guaranteed to get like a big chunky item on 30 with Smuggler, right? Smuggler hasn't done too much for me so far. DPS for Radiance damage? I mean, I know how good Radiance is. I can guarantee you Scaled would have been more damage here than this. This is only like 2,000 damage. It's like... It's about 2,000. Scaled's would have been at least 2,000. The 2 Slardars, Scaled would have been probably about 4,000 damage. Maybe like 3,000, 3,500. It's not even close. It's like very, very far off. Selling Witch Doctor here for sure. 29 health is a little monka. I really want like another troll. Having a second Slarda 2 on this board is not great. If you're level 9, you want something better than a second Slarda level 2 to actually be on your board, and that's fine. We have to play for this interest spot because we have to play for interest to 30 and then roll down with the rest of our money. It's a bit more damage than I'd like to take, but we're not really in one-shot range at 17. I typically characterize one-shot range as like 15 or less, or like 16 or less. 17 is not really in one-shot range. You gonna do a video on positioning? Yeah. I honestly don't think it's a huge priority. Positioning is like, I don't want to say it's like an overrated concept, but in terms of things that I would recommend new players focus on, positioning would be pretty far down the list. There's a lot you should learn before you really want to get deep into positioning. So I think the Kunkka thing is a bad idea to be buying. If I complete this Kunkka, it's probably not even worth it, right? It's literally like, there's almost no magic damage here. Completing Medusa just feels like it's doing kind of nothing. Here's a Moon Shard.
Agony and sorrow.
Oddly enough, the Doom one is more protected if he's in front, just because there's 2 assassins. But like he's still back enough that he won't get gone on when he steps forward. But against assassins, he won't get jumped on immediately. My Slarda 3 has to start carrying me here, though. I'm not sure how I feel about benching double Techies. Techies is pretty goddamn useless. We are pairing Heartless, though, and Techies' bomb is physical, so it's... I mean, it could be okay, I guess. Radiance is better on Doom over Kunkka? Yeah, it's about the same. We're okay here. Moonshard on Troll, he loves attack speed. My Slardar level 3 dealing 340 damage a punch loves attack speed just a little bit more. Tidehunter's basically ass. That's an okay find. I think we're gonna win this guaranteed now, and I think the Tidehunter wants to go. So now we have an Omega tank. It's time to step everyone back. We have the actual tank unit. Okay, Pudge, do your thing. Okay, so this Pudge has 15 armor and 5,500 HP.
I am your salvation and their
Radiance on Pudga? Don't think so. Why'd I have Radiance on Pudga? He's my tank. Like, so there's the tank. And this is why Chainmail's so busted, by the way. Chainmail's literally like a mini Vanguard. It enables you to actually build for like a tank comp. You're not really supposed to be able to just do this. This is definitely a sad game in terms of what I have benched here. Here's the other Doom. I'm out of techies. Bye, techies. Makes you wonder why I even try. Check out positioning. Left corner means Pudge. No, Pudge is probably better where he was, actually, because it's just closer to my stuff. Radiance on Slardar and Moonshard on Control. Guys, Slardar hits for 340 a chunk. Why would I not put Moonshard on my Guys, These units, these golden stars above their head, means this is a big dude. He's huge. He's smacking. Look at this boy's DPS, my friends. Okay, these golden stars. It's like stickers you get in kindergarten. Okay, it's a good thing. And now he's beating the shit out of people, and he needs to beat the shit out of people harder. So he needs something that allows him to chonk dudes. If Slardar and Troll were the same level, I would put Moonshard on Troll. Also, attack speed on Troll is overrated. I know that it helps his fervor, but you would rather have damage on Troll than attack speed on Troll. Attack speed on Troll is like, it's like when you first start playing Dota, you're like, wow, attack speed on Troll is this neat thing. And it is kind of neat. It's like there is some non-zero amount of synergy on there, but I'd still rather have damage on him. Like, you want to combine attack speed with damage, not attack speed with attack speed. Oh, Hoy got 4th. Okay, Slardar, nice movement,
basically
dude.
1/8 gay.
Yo,
Holy shit, my boy has
666.
exploded in views. Grats.
I don't know about that one. That's a weird one to comment on. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome to the 4 digits poggers. Yeah, Deo gets it. Okay, we're about to literally find like a tier 5 item because we have smuggler. So now is our chance. And we are just playing for interest here. So let's like utilize our free time, look at positioning. This guy's got a 2-star Pudga. This guy's level 10 for some reason. Being level 10 right now is pretty much just a mistake, especially if you're like low on health. Not necessarily. It's not like for sure, but I don't know what his situation was, but it's almost always better to have something else. Daedalus versus Desperate Measures. I don't know the math on this. I have to assume Desperate Measures is better. I think it couldn't really make sense for Desperate Measures to not be better, right? I don't think that's possible.
This is the beginning of the end.
Desperate has to be better with 2 Dooms, Slardar, and Troll. 16% increase in damage. Yeah. It should be 16 if it's rounding, instead of like truncating or something like that. And 16% across the board has to be better than just like one hero chunking, right? I don't know. That being said, maybe that's incorrect. Maybe something like my Troll just chunking out of control could be decent. I wish there was more for us to do with this gold. Feels kind of bad that there's nothing. So, we're not dead at 17 here. Unfortunately, everyone's still alive. Feels pretty bad. It's good that we're losing. This is actually making our board stronger, honestly. He lost on his board. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're actually doing here. I mean, we have to level to 10 here, and then we just have to put in, like, whatever we can find, but we're not going to find anything. A level 1 Lich. I don't know. That's kind of useless, right? The attack speed slow on Lich ult is really good. Well, I don't know what the duration is. Which gets Dagon's down. I don't know, we weren't really close to anything on our natural packs there. We felt really weak. I'd like for this Justin guy to just get eliminated, please. Thank you. Let's put Radiance on Pudge. He outlives everything. Does he? That's interesting. I mean, I'm scared about this Hunter guy. The thing is, if we're against this Hunter guy and our Pudge is tanking everything with chainmail, he won't outlive everything. Against warriors, he outlives everything. Like, this chainmail is keeping him alive right now. And it's lowering, to some degree, the amount of mana the opponents get for chunking him. Buying these Dooms is probably pretty good. I think I'm supposed to sell out of both of these Liches just to buy the 2 Dooms. I can't lock that. Locking that is always wrong. Okay, time for the Doom level 3. If I get the Doom level 3, I think that's actually a downgrade to my board. I think it's actually strictly wrong to upgrade this Doom to 3 if I get it. I just misplayed. I was supposed to keep Lich. What am I doing, dude? I'm so bad at this video game. Unbelievable. Ultramist is pretty neat. So now we're against only the Hunter guy. And I think it's the Hunter guy we've got like good chances against. Let's get this Alchemist coming in a little bit later. Something kind of like that. We just want to make sure everything goes on the Pudgo with the chainmail. And it's really important that he has the chainmail. Get the boat coming in here. Pretty large boat. We've got like pipe on everything. This is enough magic damage for this to matter, right? And he should get eliminated on his board here. So that's pretty easy first place. So misplays that game. I don't feel like we did that too well. Selling that Lich was a misplay. Buying Radiance might have been a misplay. That's the biggest decision point. The biggest decision point is buying that Radiance over the Retaliate. I don't know, guys. They're both really OP. Dude, you guys don't understand the power of Retaliate. So there's one specific reason we didn't build Retaliate that game. You guys know what it is? Tell me in chat. Why do you think I chose Radiance over Retaliate? I think Radiance was correct there. That's why I bought it. The answer is because there weren't mages that game. You had pipe. That's kind of a sort of secondary answer. I guess if there was one mage, it could have been like okay for pipe.
I'm
but
basically
Retaliate makes me want to go for. Yeah, Retaliate makes me want to go for like a second Naga, and there's no mages that game, so that's the good guess. Other things to break down: Smuggler, fairly nuts. I mean, like that's what Smuggler does. Like, think about this, yo, Justin 0, GG Justin. I'm sorry. Now I feel bad because I said going to level 10 was wrong there. I mean, but yeah, he was in that game. And Randa official, welcome to the 180K club, man. So the one thing, Smuggler got you desperate measures. It was in the stars. Yeah, exactly. I had 1 health, bro. Yeah, no, I know. I mean, it could have been right. It just like. It feels like, on average, rolling should just be better in that spot. Dude, leveling feels so bad. Like, when we leveled to 10, we just put in, like, a level 1 Doom. We had, like, a level 1 Necro there. We ended this game with a level 1 Alchemist. We spent literally, like, 40 gold to add a level 1 Alchemist to our comp. That's, like, the worst thing ever. I think that's a symptom of misplaying at some point in the game, usually. Like, for example, if we had played more properly, like, we would have had some kind of commitment to warriors earlier, and we would have been on path for, like, a level 3 tiny out or something. On an average case basis, usually if you're playing properly, your rolls should be more powerful than your leveling. So it's not necessarily like leveling is a misplay, but it's often a symptom that you're playing wrong. And we did the same thing. Like we didn't commit to warriors early enough, so we didn't have like 5. We're supposed to have like 5 or 6 tinies benched when we're at that spot on 9, and that's supposed to make rolling better than leveling, but we didn't have that. You really have to understand item situationality. A lot of you guys were saying like item on whatever hero. It's a little more complicated than just like put attack speed on troll and put radiance on tankiest hero. You want to put radiance on the hero that's surviving the longest. Against something like a hunter that like hard focuses one thing. If I have a chainmail or a vanguard, what else is there? Is there a third item that helps you like main tank? If I have either a chainmail or a vanguard, and this is why chainmail is so good, by the way. It allows you to use one hero as a main tank. That matters a lot. Heart? Nah, not heart. Not really. I mean, that heart's not a real item. Blade mail? Oh yeah, blade mail was what I was thinking of. Yes, blade mail. That's the third item that allows you to main tank. If you have one of those 3 items, chainmail, vanguard, or blade mail, your positioning can take a swing. In the end, we were 3-handed against 1 hunter player and 1 warrior mirror, right? I was more scared of the hunter player, which might have been a miscall in that spot, but it ended up working out. And in that case, we need the solo tank, which means the tankiest hero is not the same hero as the one that stays alive at the end of the fight. Those are 2 different things. In a warrior matchup, those heroes are one and the same. That's Pudge. But against hunters, I want to tank up Pudge, and I want to send him to die first to slow down the DPS on like the rest of my units and just control the fight better. And that means Radiance wants to be on someone tanky who's coming in later, which can be something like Kanka. And of course, a level 3 is just going to be able to use a attack speed item just better than a level 2. In general, like, level 3s just want items. Level 3s scale with items in a way that's really ridiculous, and you have to respect that.